TikTok is bored, block list time. Does anyone have like a good video on the block list? Like someone advocating to do the block list or whatever? Because honestly, I think it's really funny overall. And it's yet another one of those like the zealotry of a recent convert moments. And like that is almost always super disorganized, and it just like adds random people onto the pile, right? It's never actually like well organized. But having said that, because it's kind of vapid, I feel like this is exactly the type of shit that will like cause celebrities to start talking about it in a weird way. Like this kind of shallow, vapid will probably scare some celebrities into literally saying something about Palestine, which is kind of hilarious. After the block list started, Lizzo made a video about Operation Olive Branch. I think they said that they want to block me as well because I haven't sufficiently talked about Operation Olive Branch, even though I have on this stream. They said that they were going to put me on the block list, which, you know, go right ahead, I guess. I find that pretty funny. You know, more power to you guys. I'm glad that people are getting celebrities who are personally not really invested in the carnage to find an incredibly vapid way. I've literally seen that nowhere. What are you talking about? I don't want to pull it up here anyway.
So here are my first three, okay? I'm picking the Kardashians. You can start with Kim. I'm going to go ahead and do all of them. The whole family, all of them, including Caitlyn Jenner. The kids too, sorry. I know some people are going to get butthurt about that, but you know what? The whole fam. Do they have a dog? If they have a dog, I'm blocking them too. This family in particular profits off of being leeches of the public, okay? They just keep leeching off the public. And it was Kim Kardashian recently that did an All Lives Matter routine. And somebody started shouting on a panel, "Free Palestine," and she goes, "Free everybody." Which is particularly disgusting because if you don't know, Kim Kardashian is Armenian. So totally full of total garbage person, block. And of course, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's like doubly for an Armenian person to be silent on Israel's actions because like Israel directly funded and facilitated Azerbaijan clearing out Karabakh with like Israeli weapons. Azerbaijan has been receiving Israeli weapons. Damn near all of the weapons that the Azerbaijan military uses is Israeli since like I think it's like 2017 onward. Those were all Armenian people that were displaced, right? And beyond that, the obvious reasons as to why an Armenian person would personally be invested in what Israel's doing and be upset about it is because, well, the Armenian genocide happened and the Israeli government denies it. So there's a parallel there between the Armenian genocide and what is happening to the Palestinians. But also, there are literally Christian Armenians inside of Palestinian territory. Like there are Palestinian Armenians that live in the Armenian quarter that are Christian, Orthodox Christian Armenians that live in Jerusalem that get spit on and that get destroyed in the exact same way that the rest of the Palestinians get destroyed by the Israeli occupying force. There are so many reasons as to why Armenian people would be fully on board with the Palestinian plight, and yet you have these mega celebrities acting a fool out here. Let's see what Sean had to say since he's our TikTok Zoomer correspondent.
So let's get out there and start blocking these celebrities and putting as many of their items into shopping carts without actually buying them because
just email your representatives, please.
He's right. What's Operation Olive Branch? The Often operations? No, Operation Olive Branch is a bunch of TikTokers that put together and compiled a Google Doc with a lot of GoFundMes of Gazan families on the ground. And I think that's a valuable resource in general. So obviously, like, you know, I think it's great overall. The problem with, block list celebrities or whatever is that ultimately it's super easy to bastardize. It's super easy to co-opt, especially if it's not directed by like a organization or anything like that. And it probably has already been co-opted, and there will be a lot of energy channeled in, I suspect, the worst possible directions rather than productive directions. It might get some celebrities to, like, out of fear, genuinely speak out and engage in like some kind of performative activism in order to not get yelled at. So overall, I think it's cool, whatever. And I also don't give a shit if you block celebrities or not. So I don't personally care about this. I do think, however, that, you know, people will most likely end up blocking a ton of people, and it will be yelled at. Once it reaches like peak momentum, people will yell at it and call it stupid and silly, which it kind of, just pressure your representatives, use organizations that are already existing long before you started paying attention to Israel or Palestine, and engage in protests and keep pressuring not your celebrity crushes or your favorite celebrities, but instead, send emails and phone calls to your representatives and go out and protest. It's just one of those things where it's impossible to convince people to use this momentum and energy in the right direction when they've already made up their minds that this is the best possible thing they can do, because it's especially easy to do. I literally saw 2 TikToks today saying you, Ludwig, Cutie, and Valkyrie are all on the block list. Yeah. I think the real activism is learning about Palestine on like October 9th and then demanding that someone like myself is blocked. I think that is infinitely more valuable as far as activism. Obligatory mention of freepalestine.tools, an iOS shortcut to auto send emails to your reps or to universities to divest, just as easy. There you go. That delegitimizes the movement having you on the block list. Yeah. I do think it's lame as and very cowardly for a lot of celebrities to keep quiet on this issue on purpose. And I don't know what else to say about it other than that. It is like lame. Like, they will get on. They're such bandwagoners in this situation. They rarely ever put out. Bella and Gigi Hadid are on the block list. Bro, they're literally Palestinian. Like, they're actually Palestinian. It's so funny because like I know a lot of the people that have spoken out against Israel's actions long before October 7, long before October 8, right? Because like it's kind of it's another marker for me, at least, because I know that it's one of those issues that like people are really scared to say anything about, or people are not knowledgeable enough to say anything about. People don't want to be yelled at. People don't want to lose their jobs. And Gigi Hadid absolutely has posted about Palestine, dude. What the She's Palestinian. Y'all are crazy. The thing is, what list is the real question? Is there an official list? Where is the official list? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's probably a million different lists right now where people just like posting their own personal faves on it. Of course, it's very unorganized. That's how this stuff works on Twitter. There are more productive ways to go about it. For example, Jenna Ortega is a great example of this, right? Being like, Jenna Ortega hasn't sufficiently defended Palestine to my liking. You guys should all add her onto the block list. Ultimately, you're going to be, given how disorganized this stuff is, you're going to end up adding people to a literal group of people who are either Zionists or have been quiet about saying anything about Palestine, specifically because they're afraid of Zionists or they're Zionists themselves, with people who are anti-Zionists. That's my point. Like, Drake is on the block list. Listen, I am not an OV ho, as you guys know. I am not a Drake writer, but I have literally mentioned from the jump that Drake was one of the first, if not literally the first, major artists that previously had not been outspoken about Palestine that signed Artists for Ceasefire. He did that literally like 2-3 weeks in. That's crazy. To put him on that list for that reason is crazy. There is a positive to this, right? What that is one, it brings more awareness to the Palestinian plight. 2, it causes some of these vapid, douchey celebrities who have been quiet deliberately to actually come out and say, things that are pro-Palestinian. However, why do I say that's positive? It's not just about fucking Lizzo saying some shit about Palestinians. It's positive because that gives people more courage to go out and speak as well. That's an important thing. Just like every protest is good because it gives others the courage to go out and protest as well, to recognize that they're not alone. Palestinians also see that. So overall, I think it's like, as long as you're not making this your modus operandi and making this the only thing you care about, then great, go off, kings and queens, do your thing. Here's Christian Dive.
I'm not the biggest fan of the whole blockout 2024 digital guillotine thing, not because I care about influencers or celebrities. Honestly, it just, to me, feels a little, where's your black square? It feels a little superficial. I
think the black square one was even worse, honestly, because like Black Square literally actually ended up shutting off activists from using social media unintentionally. The black square was even worse than this. This one at least like blocks random celebrities and shit. But the black square one was really fucking bad. And it's ironic, wouldn't you know, back then they yelled at me about that too. People yelled at me about the black square. There's still a post from the day where people were posting the black square where I actually personally posted on that day and I said, y'all are clowns. Don't post this black square. You're literally populating the BLM. You're populating the BLM hashtag by shutting off actual activists and organizers that are on the ground that are trying to promote whatever legal aid fund or anything like that, or showcasing that there's going to be a new demonstration in town from actually getting their messages across. Is performative activism. And guess what? Every single motherfucker back then yelled at me too. Why did they yell at me? They said, Hasan, what have you said about Black Lives Matter? I think that's your fault if you don't know what I've said about it at that point. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I fucking do, okay? You can't get mad at me because of your own performative guilt. Are you sure you're on the list? Might be yelling at clouds? No, they've been tagging me on my TikTok all goddamn morning. I saw someone was threatening that they're going to put me on there if I don't promote Olive Branch more, Operation Olive Branch more sufficiently. Yeah, I mean, I tweeted about it too, but I posted on Instagram as well. So this Blackout Tuesday thing is insanely fucking dumb. You're effectively renting a vital resource protesters use for safety and also get their message out. I guess the original intention was to criticize the music industry's exploitative practices, except so many people are talking about not posting for the day, or worse, posting black blocks on the hashtag that once was a place for donation links and highlighting police brutality. A guide to Blackout 2024, digital mobilization, individual movement dedicated to deplatforming of celebrities. We need you all to collectively block celebrities and influencers who have chosen to remain silent. The other part of this is that it makes me feel kind of good. It's just, it's great. Like, I think it's awesome that people are trying to block celebrities that haven't said, because it's like, yeah, dude, guess what? Maybe you should have spoken out. It's like, yeah, I can't, me and a handful of other people can't be the only ones out here in the trenches every goddamn day. How about you? How about you say something, okay? So in a way, I think it's great, even though obviously the stubborn, like, we should do the correct activism side of me immediately has to shut it down a little bit and bring us back to reality. Bro, all of this started because of the Met Gala and some random TikToker influencer made a video with the audio, let them eat cake, and then wearing a crazy dress. Yeah, I saw Haley, what is it, Haley Bobailey or something? What the fuck is the chick? I saw that too. That was kind of gross, but cool that it's like radicalizing people in the correct direction. This is the one, yeah.
Let them eat cake.
It's time for the people to conduct what I want to call a digital...
That's crazy, dude. Yo, she came out crying. She was like, I didn't even get invited to the Met Gala. I never paid for the Met Gala. I actually always dreamt about going to the Met Gala. I'm so sorry. She came out swinging, dude. Haley Banana Fana Fofali. Okay, now I know you're lying. I know that's not her name. Oh my God, bro. This hotel is eating my food, I'm pretty sure. Hold up. Here, let's play this.
Digital guillotine, a digitine, if you will. It's time to block all the celebrities, influencers, and wealthy socialites who are not using their resources to help those in dire need. We gave them their platforms. It's time to take it back, take our views away, our likes, our comments, our money, by blocking them on all social media and digital platforms. And I think the first person that we should all focus on is Haley here. Haley Bailey, for your ignorant decision to attend the $75,000...
Yeah, they're like, she attended it or some shit, which, I mean, she was, it was fucked up and pretty funny that she did that and everyone got mad at her. But like, I don't think apparently she didn't even pay. She didn't actually even go. She was like invited last second to do the carpet interviews or some shit. Bro, this is real cultural revolution hours. I swear to God. Decentralized mobilizing always leads to this like militancy that weirdly enough is doing the exact opposite of what like the student organized protesters are doing. But I am a firm believer of hitting every avenue and hitting every vector. So fuck it, YOLO, you know what I mean? Just don't be fucking annoying about it. I don't want to get pulled up in a struggle session, you know what I mean? I don't want to get like whipped around by some 16-year-old non-binary Zoomers being like, listen, you have not been sufficiently pro-Palestine. Just beating the shit out of me, dude. This is a plea for Leninist vanguardism. I mean, that can have some complications too, but honestly, it's a little bit better, I think.
Ticket Met Gala and recite "Let them eat cake," while you have done nothing with your 10 million follower platform as people are starving and dying.
Bro, this is how Mao must have felt. You know what I mean? He's just like looking at it. He's looking at the little Zoomers and he's just like, dude. These guys are getting a little out of pocket, okay? These guys, yo, chill. Hey, yo, everybody calm down a little bit, okay? Let's dial this back a little bit.
Let them eat cake. That's such nonsense. I would never say that.
Bro, this has 400,000 likes. What's happening right now? No way she was just saying let them eat cake because of what she was wearing. She must hate the poors and the Palestinians. No, the irony is she doesn't give a fuck about the poor or the Palestinians. And that is the Marie Antoinette moment. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It makes no difference whether she said let them eat cake, knowing full well what the context is and how she was like, yeah, the Palestinians or the poor, or if she didn't know. That is the whole point of the Marie Antoinette false quote, by the way. I don't believe she said that. What is the actual truth? I forget, but doesn't matter. Okay. In the way that we understand the let them eat cake false attribution to Marie Antoinette, the false attribution to Marie Antoinette is literally her not knowing. The peasants need bread. They have no bread. They do not have bread to eat. They are revolting. The answer to which was, well, if they have no bread, why can't they eat brioche? I don't understand it. Let them eat cake. That's what this is. The whole point is literally fucking her being like, what? Just let them have cake then. That's where it comes from. My point is her popping off like that is ironically the most Marie Antoinette thing you can do. Like, it's supposed to be a story about how unimaginable privilege blinds you to the realities of those who are who are living under their boot, and that's exactly what she did. Regardless of her, yeah, it's a cautionary tale. It's a revolutionary cautionary tale, which is ironic because that's precisely what she was doing.
Like, I don't know. The hallmark of any good protest
I'm being
boycott is
privileged.
a direct and specific goal. Let's take the students across the nation right now protesting against their campuses because their campus is invested either monetarily or when it comes to research, information, and development into Israel. They're saying, we don't want that. We are going to protest here until you stop investing in this genocide. Right? Clear goal. Super clear goal. Very clear goal. We're blocking and unfollowing any influencer who isn't using their platform to talk about Gaza. Wide net, unclear aim. Whoa, there's nothing on Billie Eilish's grid about Palestine. Oh, but she wore a ceasefire pin at the Oscars. Whoa, this person just posted a GoFundMe and information about Palestine. Wait, but they only did it after the digital guillotine thing. Boo. I'm not sure what the purpose is. If it's just personal that you don't want to follow these people because you find their morals to be dubious, good. Can unfollow, but it's being positioned as the death of celebrity culture. Like, this is a thing that we're doing that's so against celebrity culture. I've seen a million TikTok sketches about how Haley Bailey, is that her name? The Let Them Eat Cake girl, about how her really out of taste post, like, or out of touch, in poor taste post has led to the death of celebrity culture. But it really just feels like more celebrity culture.
It is more celebrity culture. Like, people complaining. I mean, dude, I get why people are angry, and I think it's great that people are angry. I mean, it is gross opulence in the face of so much chaos and anger and in the face of so many atrocities, right? So I get it. Just like I do hope that people's activism doesn't begin and end at like getting mad at this shit and only this shit. The fact that Haley Bailey is getting targeted illustrates how dumb these people are. She has less money than Hassan, also poor. You people have no concept of wealth. Yeah, I don't think people understand that, but it is pretty funny regardless, because she went there and was like, let them eat cake. Her rent is $17K. She's in an apartment tour. God damn, $17K a month, bro. She pays more than I pay for my mortgage. Holy moly. Okay, maybe she ain't broke, chat. Y'all are crazy. This one is funny, Lamau.
I'm not elite. I'm a normal person.
How much do you pay for rent in New York?
It's a lot.
We're inside a $17,000 a month apartment in Soho.
Let's check it out. Hey guys, I know what a lot of you guys want. Infrared?
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm richer than you. Peasants.
Damn, bro. Haley Bailey. What the
You pay for rent in New York?
Bro, her fucking let them eat cake shit is looking real bad right now. God damn. It is funny though, because people do that to me too. They're like, bro, look at how rich his house is. Look at how rich he is. Look at how his house is. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm not hiding that shit at all. You know what I mean?
I don't know you.
I'm the guy that tours apartments.
Oh, from TikTok.
I was curious if I could have a tour of your apartment.
I mean, I guess.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
God
Apartment's insane.
damn. No, that's fake, Lamau.
Thank you. Some people would say say it looks like a superhero's lair.
Who says that?
I don't know, some guy on TikTok.
Is this your kitchen?
This is. Would you like to write on my penis board? What kind of energy drink would you like? Because now I've upgraded to multiple flavors. I have lots of different energy drinks as well as expired raspberries. Help yourself.
What's your favorite thing in your apartment?
The window.
What window?
This window.
That window's insane.
Thank you. You can go into my spare bedroom,
Spare bedroom.
which is also a mess, filled with laundry.
Why is it so messy? Oh! Dude, are you serious?
Still judged.
Is this how you...
I'm old. What's this person famous for? Chat, I also don't know what the she's famous for. I think she's a TikToker. But like, I didn't realize TikTokers had it like that, dude. I can't go ban for ban against a TikToker. I thought I could. Turns out I can't. They keep pulling out more bans, okay? She did a money spread. She did a money spread, bro. And turns out that spread is vast. It's long. Her YouTube shorts are popular too. Of course, she was an actor since like 2011. She was married to an NFL player. What is happening? She was a model, Hasan. You can do that too. Yeah, she does have that motion. Haley Bailey was also a model. Yeah, models don't make that kind of money, chat. What the f do you mean she was also a model? Chatters, you have no concept of what businesses in the entertainment industry actually make money.
What do you do for a living?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Secret super spy.
Are those Pokemon cards? What's your favorite Pokemon card?
I mean a Charizard, but unfortunately I don't have a really good one that's CGC graded.
You're the guy who does the drawing on the sub.
Miss, I drew you.
Oh my god, really? It's incredible, thank you. Can I keep this?
Bro, what is happening? Actually richer than you? Yo, shut up, chat. Chill. Chat, chill. Bro, they're both doing money spreads. Why are they both going ban for ban with me right now? What is happening? I thought TikTokers were like, oh my god, my CPMs are like 3 cents a 1,000 views or some shit. Bro, she has an apartment that's bigger than my fucking house. How is that possible in New York? Chat, I got hella chicken. Just straight chickies. She was really brand friendly. Bro, stuff like this actually kind of me up because like I personally feel like everything I knew about the industry that I am a part of is wrong because like I didn't realize it was like that, and I like to think I have a pretty decent assessment of how much money like certain influencers are capable of making, and then I see stuff like that and I'm like, that's insane. That makes no dang sense. Here it is. Haley Bailey 2 days ago doing an apology TikTok with 745,000 likes. Bro, she started off with a sigh. You know this is about to bang, okay?
Hey guys, I know what a lot of you guys want from me right now is answers, and I want nothing more than to give them to you. So hopefully
that's a good start. You want answers, and I really want to give them to you. Respect.
I can answer every question that you have about what happened on Monday night. About a week and a half before the Met Gala, I was contacted by E! to see if I had any interest in being a pre-Met Gala host. There are usually 3 hotels that celebrities leave from to go to the Met Gala. I was stationed at what's called the Mark. I was supposed to do content with celebrities and on air about their departure.
Bro, isn't that the Drake Hotel? Chat, what does she know?
Just to the Met. The Met is one of the most exclusive events in all of fashion. You have to be handpicked by Anna Wintour herself to go. That's the only way that you get there. I was not invited by Anna Wintour. I did not hold an actual invitation to the Met Gala. I was involved only as a host, meaning that the moment that the last attendee left the hotel, I went home and I watched the Met Gala coverage from my couch with my friends. That is also why you haven't seen any photos of me on the white and green carpet for the Met Gala, because I was working at the Mark. And I literally wasn't even invited to the Met Gala, so security would have definitely dragged me out. I paid no amount of money to go to the gala because I wasn't invited. Since I was little, I have idolized the Met. I love the costumes and the design, and it has always been one of my biggest dreams to be invited to attend. After entering content creation, I was told that those dreams are nearly impossible if you are not in one of the inner circles of fashion. So when E reached out to me with interest in being a pre-Met Gala host, I immediately said yes, because I just wanted to get even remotely close to it, just to like see the thing I had idolized for so long. I was at the Mark, which is on 77th Street, and the Metropolitan Museum is on 82nd Street. So that's about as close as I was allowed to get to the Met Gala. People that you saw behind me in my videos were people that were lined up outside the Mark to do the exact same thing as me, which was get content with celebrities as they departed for the Met. The dress that I wore was made by hand by friend. Mark is one of my nearest and dearest friends. I met him back when I was modeling and we just stayed friends. So then when all of this red carpet stuff started happening for me, I reached out to him and he started to help me and make dresses for me by hand out of literally the kindness of of his own heart. I have never paid him a cent. He has never paid me. We just work on the dresses together because we find it to be really fun. Every single dress I've worn on a carpet this year has all been made by hand by Mark. I have not paid anyone anything. I haven't bought dresses. I haven't paid designers. Mark is the only person that I have worked with. Mark does not have a factory. Mark does not employ a bunch of people to work on these dresses. Every single dress he has made for me, he has made by himself with no one else's help, by hand, out of literally nothing more than the kindness of his own heart. And he's one of the only reasons I've even been able to do what I've done this year, because I wouldn't have had the dresses to go to these events if it hadn't been for him. This now brings me to the audio that I used for that particular video. And first and foremost, before I say anything, I need to apologize. I am so sorry that I chose a sound that you guys could ever possibly feel was malicious in nature. If I had thought for even 1 second that the sound would be received that way, I never, ever would have used it. When I film my TikToks, I love to use trending audios and sounds that people are currently using, and this was one of them. The sound has been used in over...
The reason why she's mentioning that is her friend who made the dress, because like, I'm sure people saw that and were like, oh, look at her wearing a designer dress that is $1 million made by Indonesian children that were immediately blinded after they were done making the dress. Because are you defending her, Lamau? No, I'm not. I think this is a hilarious situation overall, but people do have a tendency to just like make shit up. So that's why she's like addressing all this.
110,000 TikTok videos. It's the current trending audio of a glow up trend in the United States and abroad. It's also been used by different makeup artists in the last couple weeks to create Marie Antoinette looks.
Let them eat cake.
He took the bomb. He took the bomb. It's been used by...
Yeah, bro, they're doing that in their dorm rooms, like not at the fucking Met Gala. That's the difference. Oh, that's so funny.
And small creators alike, with no negative feedback or no negative discussion in the comments.
Let them eat cake.
He took the...
Let them eat cake.
He took the...
Let them eat cake.
He took the...
Let them eat cake.
He took the bomb.
Let them eat cake.
He took the bomb.
Let them eat cake.
The sound choice truly had no deeper meaning. I never would have chosen a sound on purpose to highlight wealth disparity or elitism. I never even thought it would be taken in that way because I wasn't elite enough to even be invited to the Met Gala because I'm not elite. I'm a normal person. My dumb self just used an audio.
If I didn't know her apartment and I would have believed it. At first, I was like, she's a TikToker. I'm sure people are like exaggerating how rich she is. And then I saw her apartment. I'm like, God damn. Crazy how much of a house Andy you're being. First of all, chatters, I very routinely recognize my privilege. Okay, give me a goddamn break. I literally tell you all the time. Also, her fucking apartment is more expensive than my mortgage, which is like by a lot, almost twice what I pay for my mortgage. Do you understand how insane that is? I did not think that TikTokers had it like that. Anyway.
That I thought was viral and trending and that people recognized from the Marie Antoinette 2006 movie.
Let them eat cake.
He took the bomb. I didn't think that much into it, and for that I am so sorry. I did not do my due diligence. Like, I'm so stupid because the things going on in the world today are weighing heavily on everyone's hearts. Innocent men, women, and children are dying. People do not have access to food and water. People are being kicked out of their homes. There are so many things going on in this world that are just wrong. I know that this situation is very complex. I also know that I don't know the right thing to do or say a lot of the time, which leads me to the question everyone is asking, which is, why don't I talk about it? And it's simply because I am not informed enough to talk about it in a...
Her ex is a millionaire. Why are we acting like he's all TikTok money? I just don't know how much, like half of an NFL player's salary. Is it like that? Can you have it like that? Do you get half of the whole salary? Is that how this works? Like straight up? Men's right activists were right all along. Yeah, low key. Like what the
meaningful and educational.
Why are you hating on a girl boss? Bro, I do not give a about how much money she has. I don't think you guys understand. I am simply stating that I'm shocked at how wealthy she is because I thought I could go band for band. You know what I mean? Like I would not have expected a TikToker to have that kind of bills. That's it. Like I don't give a how rich she is. Who gives a
I do not have the background knowledge to educate or discuss in a meaningful way. I grew on social media as a comedy creator and I love comedy. I love making videos and that's how I gained my platform. But that doesn't mean that the second I started gaining followers on the platform that I automatically knew the right thing to say when it came to world affairs or wars or disputes or death or destruction or crisis. I still am just that same girl who wanted to post her first comedy video a year and a half ago on TikTok. But I do know that as somebody with a big platform,
how does she blow the fuck up in a year and a half? Like it makes something about this doesn't make sense. 400,000 followers, 400,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel in one day. Like as soon as you or in 1 month, as soon as you started your YouTube, is crazy. Something about it is like wild. Bro, you say step 1, be a woman. Step 2, be hot. You know how many hot women exist on the planet, dude? What the bro, you are out of your mind. Like, what? All women are hot. Okay, all of them. So this bitch was a scientist in the medical field. She's acting like an illiterate court jester. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, she's definitely super well educated, which is why it's like kind of funny that she's like, oh yeah, I'm such a dumb, silly, dumbass. Oopsie. I don't know where Israel is. She was all up in that ladies in STEM shit. You know what I mean? She wasn't just at TikTok. She has a degree in medical biology and psychology. Was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. She owns her apartment and married a rich football player. She's not dumb. She's being willfully ignorant on the genocide that has dominated her platform for months. That's why people are pissed. No, I don't think she's dumb at all. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and be this confused as to how this person has this kind of money and then turn around and be like, she's dumb. She obviously knows what the going on. She knows what she's doing. To a certain degree, she knows what she's doing. Like getting married to a football player and then like taking half that fucking 50 million salary is one thing, but then being able to continue to do stuff on your own with that money and make that money work, like obviously there's a lot of intellect there. There's something there. There's initiative there, which also makes this so much worse. That she's like, oh, I have no idea what Israel is.
At the end of the day, I want to make sure that my words are used for good. And when I don't think that I'm informed enough on a situation, I try not to comment until I am confident that I am actually informed and the things that I'm saying are true. If the pandemic taught me one thing, it was that sometimes celebrities and creators need to sit down and be quiet so that other people's voices can be magnified.
She's like, 7 months of genocide. That's awesome. Okay, I love her. She's like, I didn't want to do Imagine like Gal Gadot. You guys hate her, right? She's like, if the pandemic taught me anything, I just didn't want to come out with an Imagine video about the ongoing genocide. That's a expert PR tactic, for the record. I feel like that literally is an expert level of deflection, because like then she turns it into a negative to speak out against Israel.
The people that are actually well educated and informed on the situation, they're the ones who should be speaking about it. Just because somebody has a following doesn't mean they're necessarily the right person to speak on the issue, especially if they are ill-informed or uninformed on that issue. I do all of this on my own. I don't have a fancy team that selects my sounds or edits my videos or posts my videos or writes the caption. I don't have an editor. I post everything myself. Everything that you see was probably filmed by either me or my boyfriend, edited by me, and then posted by me. And sometimes I am dumb and sometimes I mess up. Sometimes I don't correctly anticipate how people will react or feel to something. And for that, I am truly so sorry. It breaks my heart that a video that I posted has added to any of this. It breaks my heart that a video that I posted has made anyone feel less seen or less heard. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry. You do not have to accept my apology, but just know that I am so sorry. And I really hope that this sheds a light on all of these issues and opens up a very important discussion.
What?
At the end of the day, I am glad though that...
Bro, what are you shedding a light on? You literally said nothing. Bro, she mathematically figured out a way to avoid saying Gaza, Israel, Palestine, genocide. I don't even think she mentioned the word war. If I was like the uninitiated Haley Bo Bailey fan, okay, I come in here and I'm like, oh my God, what is my girl boss queen posting today? I'd be like, what the fuck is going on in the world? I'd be more confused. Did she say war? I think she said world affairs.
An unintentional mistake has now been the catalyst for discussing wealth inequality, world crisis, and will hopefully bring about the leaders whose voices should be heard in this. And again, I'm sorry. It is my job as a content creator to apologize whenever I make anyone feel unseen or unheard, even if it's unintentional. And just know that no matter what, I love you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for watching this whole video if you made it this far.
I respect it. W apology. Are you being deliberately obtuse? You want to hear a Gaza take from a girl who does shine hauls and shit like that? Is crazy. This isn't who with us is against us attitude. Dude, you cannot literally physically at gunpoint force me to care about whatever the fuck has happened to her. I think that it was just funny that she took a video. She shot a video at the Met Gala, which she wasn't even a fucking participant at, and did the let him eat cake thing. And then people got understandably very mad at her because they juxtaposed it with images of Gaza, and that went omega viral, which again, in and of itself, is like pretty funny that people are just like, yeah, they did the Met Gala while Gaza's happening. It's like, yeah, dude, a lot of happens, right? Like, I get the juxtaposition. I get it. I understand it. It's like decadent. It's opulent. Meanwhile, like, babies are being fucking murdered with our weapons. But then she turned around and was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. And also, a lot of stuff is happening in the world. She was like, I'm so sorry. A lot of stuff is happening in the world, you know? People don't have houses. I feel like if she came out and was like, listen, it's kind of up that we're having a lot of fun while way more important shit's happening in the world. You know, solidarity with the Palestinians. I'm with it. My bad. Most people be like, you're the best.